Okay, let's start this evening. I have a few announcements to make. First and foremost, this is a sponsored event by Festival of Words, our music and mic. And secondly, let's put our hands together for Chicories, because we could not do this evening without Chicories giving us a nice place to do it. Okay, tonight's performer, I guess we all know already, is Curly Talyor. And I have a little bio I have to read for Curly Talyor. Okay, born into a musical family in Grand Coteau, drums were Curly's first instrument. At age 16, he played in his father's band, Jude Taylor and the Burning Flames. By age 25, Curly had played drums with some of Louisiana's musical legends, including C.C. Adcock, Steve Riley, Little Bob and the Lollipops, and his uncles Little Buck Senegal and Wayne Blue Burns. He toured with C.J. Chenier, the son of King of Zydeco, Clifton Chenier, and a Zydeco legend in his own right. While traveling with C.J. Chenier's band, he became interested in playing the accordion and found he really enjoyed it. Curly purchased his first accordion, and within 6 months, he learned to play. Curly has released more than 6 CDs of original music, making him one of the most prolific composers of Zydeco. His latest project is Rise Up, was released in 2018. Let's give a hand for Curly Talyor. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. How's everyone doing this evening? It's kind of good to hear something about me in Grand Coteau, and I bet you some of you already know my history because they watch me grow up in Grand Coteau. Well, we go get it started. I got another homeboy from in town, Mr. Ignatius McZill. We go play y'all a little bit of Zydeco. If somebody want to ask me any questions, feel free. And we go do it. We go start the show. Dig it out, hot pula bucha. Dig it out, dig it oh. Dig it out, hot pula bucha. Rub your board, Iggy. Y'all give it up for Mr. McZill. Whoa, Bacatan. Whoa, Bajoli. Whoa, Bab. Whoa, Bacatan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Want to thank everyone for coming on out. Got some people that came from around the corner. Thank you all so much for coming on out. Got some people that came from Abbeville. Thank you all so much. Lafayette, surrounding areas. Thank you. Is there anything I can play for you today? All right. Well, I'll just play for you. If y'all have some questions, ask. Oh, John Delafosse. Please don't you leave me, baby. When you leave me all alone, my baby, I get a broken heart. 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 Yeah, try. Go, Edgar. Those days. It's so hard to stop. We done went from John Delafosse to Buckley Zydeco. It's hard to stop, yeah. It's hard to stop, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to stop it. Yes.
Actually, I have two questions.
And what is your name? From Abbeville, Louisiana? And you look familiar.
I'll just ask you the question.
But in case they don't know who you are.
So I have two questions. One, I would like to have you tell us something that we might not know about.
Okay, but can you tell them what they don't know about you? That's why I'm asking. This is Miss Kathy Richard. Come on, just give them a little bit.
So I work with smoke-free policies such as smoke-free bars in Lafayette and one that
Yes. Uh-huh.
the health of our musicians is so important, and that's where they have to work. So
Exactly.
help them get access to health care and things like that.
Exactly. We all need some health care. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Okay.
But tonight's about
Okay.
we'd like you to tell us something that we might not know about you. And so that's the first question.
Okay.
Second question is, I know you came from a musical family,
Mm-hmm.
but at what point did you realize that you had your own style because you in fact do, and decided to start going into your own style?
Direct.
From
Okay.
From the classical way that
Exactly. I would say I mean, it ain't a big thing, people that I'm into. I'm into boxing a lot. That maybe people wouldn't know. I'm into boxing a lot. That's almost like one of my favorite things to do in my off time. And the people around town that may already know me, I'm a big car fanatic, but I know the people around town, they know that. I love cars, and that's my thing when I'm, cars is my thing, but things that maybe somebody never knew about me before was boxing. I'm a big boxing fan. And as far as the music, how I done this music, I played drums with my dad for a long time, and when I was playing drums, it was because I just like playing drums, and it just gave me an opportunity to just, I guess, release some energy. And I did that for a few years, and then I hooked up with a producer in Lafayette that got us a record deal singing in New Orleans, and so I done that in my high school years. Got a record deal out in California, and that quite didn't work out because poor management, and that's what I would say. You know, they just didn't take the right direction, and I was new into the group, and just stepping into the group, things that I seen that I just knew wasn't gonna work. Since I was like the new one in the group, I couldn't be like, oh, you should do this, and so I kind of just gone along with everything, and I just watch it just started to go down. But then I started, we were playing with my dad band, and then one of my drummers, he was like, my first drummer, he was like, why don't we start a young band? Because my dad had my younger brother playing bass and my keyboard player, so it was a bunch of young guys playing in my dad band. So the drummer was like, why don't we start a band? You write some songs, and you can learn how to play the accordion, and then we'll be able to do something for us. Because really my band got started because my first drummer felt like he was left out. So he encouraged me to put a band together so he could end up joining a band, exactly. And then my take on the music, because we were brought up around a lot of blues and soul music, that's why my music sound that way. And I still tend to go left when everybody's going right, and it's just because, I mean, it's like if you hear even if you hear a good song 1,000,000 times, it's like, okay, I don't need to hear it again tonight. Or, you know, if I'm playing this song and then the next band coming up and they're all playing the same song with the same arrangements, you know, it's like, why are we all doing the same thing? And my song, Country Boy, it was like Country Boy City Thoughts, because I remember walking these streets of Grand Coteau. That's one thing I said I wanted to make sure that they know. Even I don't even know if the people at Chicory's know this, but I used to walk the streets when this was a gas station. They used to have some gas pumps in front of here. That's how long I've been in this town in Grand Coteau. And it's about a country boy just writing songs that hopefully one day I'll be able to get the world to hear. And, you know, with City Thoughts, Country Boy, City Thoughts, nobody know, you know, who I am, but it worked out. And now I've been to Brazil, London, I've just been all over the place and constantly touring. I might be back home maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops, and then we're back out on the road and everything, just trying to make it. And like I said, I just wanted to do my own thing. And, you know, like all the bands might have a certain sound that they're listening to down here, but to me it's like, if you were to write a book, or if there are any artists or even songwriters in here, or a poem, why would you write, and it's your chance to express yourself, why would you write the same book that somebody else wrote? Or, you know, it's like, here's your chance to express yourself. Now, I mean, I know you're not, we all go through some of the same things in life, but we all don't have to, everybody's take is a little different. So it's like, why am I going to write about, like me doing a song that sounds like somebody else? I'm like, no, in my head I hear it different, so I just want to relate it different. And what me and my wife, Rachel, talk about it all the time. She's like, your music is different. And it'll be, sometime we'd be like, you know, you could have the best steak in the world, Curly, but if you're selling it to vegetarians, they won't eat it, you know? So that's how we look at whenever we play my music or do my music in front of people, because it's, it's not everybody, just because it's good, and they're not saying it's not good, but they just don't eat it. They just don't eat it. So, and that's what I tell even the young artists that's coming up. If your food is good, you got to find the people that likes what you're doing, and then you give it to them, and feed them. But, if they're not into it, then they just won't eat it, good or not, good or bad. Is there any other questions? Did I answer? Yes. Okay. You know what? I do have some CDs, and me and my wife was going over all this. I said, look, I'm going to sell CDs for $5 tonight. So if you didn't get a chance, do pick it up. And like I said, I just strive to make good music. And I mean, people that actually kind of follow me and my sound is, it's different. I don't play the songs like all the other Zydeco bands play them, and I don't sing them like they sing them. And I just always try and add something different to it, because my ultimate goal, not say to move to the city, but experience the big thing from the country boys. Like, I'm a country boy, I finally get a chance to see the big city, and I tell all these guys, but let me see how I can put it. Well, just because I want certain things out of life, that don't mean that everybody should want the same thing. Like some of the local guys that's playing, they may want to play local, and that's all they want to do. But I got a bigger picture in my head, and it's like I have to find ways to stretch my music that's going to appeal to the world, to where that's my ultimate goal. When we started this band, it wasn't like to be the biggest local Zydeco band. It was to be like, you're going to create music that's going to appeal to the world and let them know where you're from. And I want to look, I'm going to push further down. For New Year's Eve, I throw a party right here at the gym, and I get people to come from all over the country just to come to our little Grand Coteau area and stuff, and it'd be cool. And if y'all in here, I'm inviting y'all. New Year's Eve, we throw out parties, and as I guess, once I go out to the world, I bring the country to the world, then I'll try and bring the world back to the country and let them experience our little town, But I do have some CDs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Miss Margot, you look familiar. Okay. I love you too. Thank you.
I've always been curious, like the accordion. They've got, how much does your accordion weigh? And what do you do to, because they play these things all night long, weighing,
Exactly.
sweat, whatever. And I'm wondering, how do you stay in shape to play the accordion?
No, I'm a talk now, since we all of age now, No, I'm only saying this because now I won't be afraid to say how old I am. But my body is starting to break down. Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, this accordion might weigh about close to 40 pounds. So I got to hold this thing all. This is my main instrument. Whenever I played a little small accordion, I kind of just picked that up because that's like what everybody's in town was playing. So I guess sometimes I'll be saying I don't like to fit in the box. I guess I'm going to tell you, I guess I put myself in the box by playing it. But this is my main instrument, and this is what I grew up playing. And my knees are starting to hurt. My back is always hurting. My feet are starting to hurt. And yeah, and me and Rachel talking, and we like to the point, she's like, I don't know why your feet hurting and your knees hurting. You ain't that heavy. And I'm like, you know what? You are right. So I started thinking, and all that time, like maybe just last week, I'm like, but every night I got another 40 pounds that I'm holding on for about 3-4 hours, and just, it doesn't make no sound unless you have to be working it and sweating and just beating it up. But I mean, I enjoy it. I hope to make it like real big one day, and I'll just take this out when I have to, to where I could just maybe sing a lot and maybe pick this thing up, play maybe about 7, 10 songs instead of 50 songs because it's starting to beat me up a little bit. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I know the people that's in here. Yeah, y'all, I appreciate, because I know, like I said, the people that's here, they actually know my music and they listen to it. And it's not like, it's not a social thing. I know if people come listen to my music, they come and actually they listening to music and they come to enjoy it. It's not like, well, we going because that person going and we're going to do whatever. It's you're going to come to say, ooh, music does sound good. And that's just what I want to make my music sound like. Thank you, Miss Margot. Love you. Okay. All right. Is there something else going on? No? All right. Oh, cool. We'll move over to the next thing. Not often I actually sit down. Try and get some. I can cheat a little bit. All right. Baby, why you wanna make me cry tonight? You took my love and now you're gone. You left me hanging all alone. Are you gonna be with me tonight, baby? Or you gonna give my love away? Are you gonna be with me tonight, baby? Or are you gonna give my love away? Baby, 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 why you wanna make me cry tonight? You took my love and now you're gone. You left me hanging all alone. Baby, 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 why you wanna make me cry tonight? Tears running down my eyes. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Anything else? Okay.
First grade teachers in here.
Iggy said his first grade teacher is in here.
How you doing?
Yes. Okay.
And my other teacher too.
Oh,
Thank you. Yes. I look around. Okay. Don't expose me, please don't. Don't expose, yeah. I plead the fifth. It's one of those other things that beats me up too. Not only carrying this accordion on stage and working it, but driving that big van over there across the country constantly. We had a chance to put a few miles on this van. Not like the miles I put on my body though, but this is a this is a newer van, but I had a van that previously that I just had. I put 747,000 miles on this van. 747,000 miles. And because I like cars and I'm a country boy, you think I got rid of the van? No, but of course. Of course not. We're from the country. You go buy, you find you another engine. Exactly. You know, I'm a tailor. You know what we go do? We go make it run. So I put another engine in it on the 747,000 van. I took out, done a couple of more trips. As a matter of fact, when that engine had gone out, we were on our way to some festival on the West Coast, and we were in Dallas. And we were in traffic for some reason. We were kind of just stalled, and all of a sudden, we just started smelling smoke. We didn't know what was going on, and it was like oil. We're like, why is it the van smelling oil? And then I guess it just broke a ring or whatever. So the van just started running terrible. We had to head back, shot back from Dallas in the old van. It took more oil than gas or support. I mean, because it kept pushing the oil out of the engine anywhere it could. So before we were stopping to put gas, we were stopping to put oil, because then it kept pushing all the oil out, and start to hear the van. So we had to stop putting oil. So we got all the way back home. This is not a luxury life we live sometimes. So I get back to Lafayette, and I think it was like a Sunday evening. We didn't have nothing I could rent for the band, because we were going to be out on the tour for like 2 weeks or something, like maybe 2.5 weeks. Only place I could find open was the airport. Normally, you know, we travel in a big van like this. I had to rent a Ford Explorer. We had to go on tour for 2.5 weeks with a Ford Explorer. We had to get a cargo case to put some of our stuff on top of the little Explorer and stuff. Then I got back home, changed the engine. All right, so we on the engine part. Put the engine in it at 747,000 miles. Done a couple other tours. I put another 20,000 miles on it. Then the transmission had gone out at 767 miles. So what you think I done? You think I junked the van? Then we just need a transmission, and we almost got a whole new van, right? So I put another transmission on it, got it up and running. But fortunately, I found another van that I didn't have to beat that one up anymore. And I gave the other van to one of my friends to keep up for me in case anything would happen, I could jump in it. I would always use it as a plan B, but my friend killed it before I could even. I'm like, what are friends for? I do most of it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, my cousin, tell him what this, Taylor, I'm going to get that. We going to fix it. We over here in the country. Yeah. And I had a drummer. Oh, yeah. Shade Tree is the best. I'm going to get it fixed. We don't need much. I heard that if y'all know Corey Broussard, if y'all just heard the name Corey Broussard, he said his daddy fixed his car with no new tools. His dad fixed his car with a can of beer. Not actually pouring the beer, but he said his daddy like cut some iron off of a can and put that in the engine and made it work. I don't know. But that's a Broussard like a Taylor, so you can never tell how that story went. But yeah, but traveling is hard in that van, and I try and make it comfortable to where we all have like reclining chairs in it to where it'll be like you're just sitting in a recliner all day. But it gets tiring and stuff at times. But I said I could be doing some 9 to 5 that I really hated, you know. So I guess it's good on the other side of it, you know. But we all got to make a living, and like I tell, you know, we all have our own things. Just that I chose to play music, you know, and that's just what you know me for. Some people are like, you know, she's a teacher. And I mean, I can't teach. I mean, maybe I could teach some things, but I'm not a teacher, you know? So it's like, and people will be like, oh, they look at you different because, you know, I just chose to do music, and that's what it is. But I tell everybody, I'm just a country boy. Anybody that see me on the streets can come walk up to me, and I'm just the most down-to-earth person you want to meet. And, you know, they'd be like, well, this one doesn't act like you. And, you know, I'm like, well, we all don't have to act the same. But, I mean, to me, it's like, just because I can play an instrument or sing, that doesn't make me better than anybody else, you know. Yes. And question, who are you? You look familiar, though. Okay, okay. If I could be a mechanic? Yeah. Well, yeah, that too, but guess what? We always say with my band traveling, we put so much, let me not say junk, but we put so much in this van, pack that van so much when it's time to leave. We always say, hey, look, if this music business don't work out, we can always start a moving company. Because we can pack, you wouldn't believe the things that come out of this van. You'd be like, how'd y'all put all that in there? And they're like, we just done it so many times. It's Legos. But Miss Becca, this is Miss Becca. She announced my band. Yeah, the very first time the band hit, like, I think we might have played the Hamilton on an opening night for my first night. But other besides that, I played Festival International, might have been my second gig. And we're up there on the stage, and I guess she didn't know my name that well. And she advertised, and it was all taped and everything. Curly Talyor and the Zydeco Troublemakers. And I was like, who is that? And as of today now, I'm like, oh, we're still the Troublemakers, but she can bake a mean cake. I'm not lying. I'm waiting for my other tray. I'm ready for it. But you know, because she screwed my name up, we became the best of friends. You know, I don't hold her for it. I love her for it. Oh yeah. She's always there. Anybody else?
I got a question.
Uh-oh. Let's have it.
If you wouldn't be playing music, what would you be doing?
Oh, wow. That would be a scary thing, man. Oof. Thank you, Jesus. If I wouldn't be doing music, man, I don't know what I would be doing. I mean, I could do a few things, you know. I could do mechanic work. I done worked in stores. I done pushed buggies. I was a Target buggy pusher, man. You know what I'm saying? I done road construction. My grandfather, great-grandfather, they halfway built this town. You know? I actually could do a lot of things, but I don't even know what I would be doing. Maybe cutting hair with arrow or something, just to be with my family or something. I don't know.
Then you'd be in my spot.
Then I would be in the Iggy spot cutting hair next to my brother. But I still think about doing it. Right here in Grand Coteau. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. It's going to put me on the spot now. sometimes it takes me a little while to get to it. I think that might be hard for me to play, but I could sing it though. I think I still remember singing it. That was off of my first CD. That's why it's kind of hard for me to remember. Then they say, how do you remember all those words to those songs? Everybody deserves a dream, 'cause dreams can turn into reality. But first, you must believe. Take some time and put your mind at ease. When you cleanse your soul, well, there's nothing your body won't hold. Ooh, when you're dreaming, I kind of forgot it, but it's when you're dreaming. Say something like, you can take a trip and fly away to a place beyond the skies with rainbows and teddy bears, and the tears never fall from your eyes. His dreams are free. Don't let no one control your destiny. Ooh, when you're dreaming, when you're dreaming, something like that. It's just been so long time since I gotta think about this hand and I gotta think about that hand and think about words and stuff. But thank you. Everybody be on me like, you gotta play that song, you gotta play this song. But it be so old, I done forgot the song. I did? Oh, well, good. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I pull from. That's where I pull from. I pull from up above. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, most definitely. I pull from the high source. Want to do a song, Creole Man. Let me see if I could hit. My songs require a lot of thinking, though, honestly, is because, like, instead of going the way that's just simple, like, kind of like, I just do a song like everybody do it, then I could always just go play the same thing and think, and just do the different words. But I actually try and put a song with different music and got to go this place and then go that way. So sometimes it takes me a little time to put all these songs together. All right. When I look in your eyes, baby, something's not right. Am I doing you wrong, or is someone holding you tight? Your kisses don't feel the same. Let me know if I'm to blame, or is it someone else that you're thinking of? Give me a chance, let me prove my love. Time after time I try to get through to you, show you there's nothing I won't do. Can I be every day? Let me be your Creole man. Can I be every day, baby? Let me be your Creole man. Let love and faith shine through. I won't stop till I'm next to you. Be your number one, be the only one that you'd run and bring your heart to. I will hold you tight with all my might, make love until it feels right. And if the morning comes and you're still in my arms, girl, ease your mind, girl, ease your thoughts. Time after time I try to get through to you, show you there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Creole, man. Yes. All right, anybody else? Next, anybody else got a little something they want to say? Kenya. It's still quiet. I have no kids, unfortunately. I had dogs, but they're all gone now, and I just lost my last dog I had for 13 years and stuff. Big dog, he was heavier than me, like 180-something pounds. Hell of a dog I had to let go. That was like our family, and all, yeah, but just me and Miss Taylor over there. We both trying to raise each other, boy. It's a hell of a job. Yeah. We both get spanking sometimes. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's good. Something else? Oh, I see Shalane in the back. Yes. Don't expose me either, because you get exposed. Thank you so much, Shalana. Now, on Saturday morning, we're going to be in Bowbridge at Buck and Johnny's for the breakfast, where I have my full band geared up in Bowbridge, ready to cut up early in the morning. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, curlytalyor.com. I know we'll still be in town maybe another month before we start moving around. So if you hear us at one of the venues, please come check us out. I promise you we'll do our darnest to put our heart and soul into it. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. You're going to make people throw stuff at me if I tell the truth. All right. Well, it started at home, just being influenced by the music that my dad done, the music that he listened to, the music that my uncles played, and that kind of just got me into music, like James Brown, Sam Cooke, some Otis Redding. Please, nobody. I'm going out on a limb because I never want to tell nobody what to believe in or whatever, but my biggest influence is R. Kelly. Nobody. No. Because the man is actually a musical genius. I mean, with just what he done, and actually, I can be in the worst of mood, and I can because he just pushed me to sing and just go into a place to where it's like, he makes me like go to it, because he really like puts his, he put his stuff into it. And for a while, I used to listen to Brian McKnight a lot and stuff, but I don't know, it's just that the passion and stuff that just came through, and it's like, I just got to hold through with it, because he's just unbelievable until whatever comes up. Like I said, he's still number one in my book, like Michael Jackson and all. He just got it, Is there something else? Now, like I said, my music is I'll be trying to do, because this accordion is a whole lot different than a little single note accordion. So that little single note accordion is almost like if you had a harmonica. So it's like, if I could play like. So it's like that kind of stuff. You could play like a major scale stuff in certain keys. And if you wonder why these guys have like 4 or 5 different accordions, because it's set in different keys where their voice is going to form to sing. That's what they're going to need it for. But this one is, you can play like in all the keys. So it's like putting 10, 15 accordions on you. And you get to have keys and notes that wouldn't be on a single note, which allow you to play different music and let you make different chords and stuff, and just make the music sound different. This was a song I done back on, I think, There's Nothing Feels Like It CD. And it's just, most of the music that I write do not come in my head in zydeco form. I sit down at the piano and I put these songs together, then I'm like, how do I zydeco-nize these songs, you know? How can I turn it into a zydeco record? So this song right here, this is a song, Baby Don't You Go, Don't Walk Away. Every time you leave, begging you to stay. So it's something like, so when you hear this, makes me think about the facts of like Bobby Womack, you know? So when I'm home, I'll start playing the progression and I'm like, baby, don't you go, please don't walk away. Every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, don't you, y'all say go, please don't walk away. Every time you leave, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, put down your bags, don't walk them out the door. We made it through this pain, we've been here before. Why you wanna leave after all that we've been through? I don't need nobody else, baby, all I need is you. You're a special girl and I know that you're the one that's pushed the hurt aside. Girl, we should be having fun. Don't give up on our love and our future plans. Girl, let me prove it so you understand. Baby, don't you go, please don't walk away. Every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, don't you go, please don't walk away. But every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Thank y'all. But and so that's why, like we say, my zydeco music kind of take a different approach, because it's like I hear music as, I come from like soul music and that kind of stuff. So I just try and bring soul music into zydeco because, you know, if it don't touch you, then, I mean, you shouldn't be doing it. Ma'am, you got this at home. Is that some more questions I can answer? Yes.
What was the first song you wrote that made you think, whoa, you know, I'm not
A song that I wrote. I think the first song that was on my Country Boy CD was a song called Ain't Nobody Fooling Around. You know, because like people could, oh yeah, you fooling around. No, I'm not fooling around, you know. And it's kind of a little funky song. I kind of mixed that up with like a little James Brown feel, but it's like, say, ain't nobody fooling around. I say, ain't nobody fooling around. Like, once a time not long ago, I done things that I wouldn't do no more. You see, I broke your heart and I made you cry. Sure. But, you know, things that I used to do, I'm not going to do, and I'm not fooling around no more, you know? So, that's me. Yeah, I think that might have been my first song, but now we still working on another CD because zydeco is my base where I actually come from. But we play a ton of festivals all over the world. And after I get off a stage, all the other performers performers and the actual people that book us, they'd be like, Curly, you know you could be doing more music than Zydeco. Like, they're like, you actually, I think you got something to where you can break out of that category and in that box. So that's why whenever you hear me and my music is always changing, that's because we're actually trying to break out of the box, because even Hunter Hayes from right here in Brobridge, you know, me and Hunter done shows in all over the world together. We were out in Iowa. Hunter was playing keyboards for me, and his dad is at Curly. When you get back home, if you need Hunter to play any guitar, because you know Hunter can play all the instruments. He's like, hey man, if you could get Hunter to come play with you, get him, because we want him to get as much experience playing with everybody, any kind of music. We want him to be, you know, well-rounded. And I watched Hunter on TV once he had turned into this big country star. He said, playing Cajun music, that's what he's playing. He said, in order for him to get his big record deal and for him to move to that thing, to that next stage in life, he had to drop his accordion, because record companies and the big music world see that as being a regional sound. So whenever they see you like holding an accordion or a rubbing board, they actually think that it's catered just to this area, like they're gonna only sell records to these certain people. And so that's why I had to drop my accordion in order for me to pursue a bigger career. And so we playing Zydeco, and we still trying to work on another record that's in the work, to where when it comes out, might put maybe one or two accordion songs on it, but we're just trying to make it like some world music, to where I can bring more people back to Grand Coteau and let them see our pretty town, you know? You know, so, yes.
Did you say who was your daddy and your uncle?
If I sang with them,
Did you tell us who was your father and your uncle? We're not here late.
oh,
That was the influence in the beginning. You might not know who was your uncle.
yes, my dad is Jude Taylor, who is from here and born and raised and still here, and this is still our town. Even though I live in Sunset, I come here just every day. I pass in front of here every day, going to my mom and dad, check on them. And then my uncle is Little Buck Senegal, which is a great blues player, legendary blues player. Played with Clifton Chenier and Buckwheat Zydeco. And I have another uncle, Wayne Blueburns, that has his own band that's doing this stuff and, you know, his own thing. So I just been around music like for forever and a day and stuff. And so they expected me to, no, I'm wrong. Not to say they expected me to do music, but I ended up doing music. I've been around them so much, I guess something was going to rub off, you know. Something else? Everybody in the Taylor family, they can sing it sometimes. Yes, thank you. And you know what? I just want to try and push myself, because I just know, you know, if I want to cruise, maybe I can stay doing this Zydeco thing. But I mean, I've just been around. I done done the U.S. for so many times over, and it's like, okay, we got to get something else. So we got to start working on a new record to try and make this brand bigger and bring more people into town, into Grand Coteau. Yes. Is there something else, Mr. Margot?
I'm always curious for musicians, how do you choose what songs you're going to play, depending on what crowd you're playing to?
Yes.
How do you decide that?
Well, for me, first, I think your song selection, you got to have enough of songs to where you can maybe go around and diddle-daddle and stuff. But yeah, because, you know, if you look around the place, and I have to always cater my music, because my music can actually go all the way to the left, or it could go all the way to the right, or I can make it stay on the inside, you know? And so it's like I'll look out into the audience. All right, so I'll look in here today. I would say, all right, I might play some waltzes, or I'm gonna play some traditional stuff. Keep it as traditional as I can. And then once I get everybody like jumping and going crazy, then it's like I'm gonna sneak them in one of them Curly Talyor songs, you know, to where once like they're not worried about it and stuff. Once your guards are down, then I'll give it to you. But yeah, so I kind of just watch it and gauge it, and you know, because sometimes we go to towns that never heard of Zydeco. Like, we just came back off our last tour. We were in Deadwood, South Dakota. We've been doing Deadwood Mardi Gras for like 7 years in a row. And they're like, what are you doing in Deadwood, South Dakota? Minus 15 degrees. So that's what it takes me to where I have to be well-rounded to where, okay, it don't even pay for me to play this certain Zydeco tune that they might have heard, because they never heard some of these Zydeco songs no more. So that's when it comes into me, it's like, you have to know, oh, but I bet you they know some Sam Cooke. I bet you they know some Otis Redding. I bet you they know some Bobby Womack. Oh, if I have to pull a country song out, you know, to where I'm like, that's what gives me that extra little thing. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to go back into the well. I'm going to have to do, you know. And that's just how I gauge it, and I pull it off that way. Oh, yes, most definitely. Yeah, because this, in spite my band can play anything and all kind of music, we don't. And some people say, oh, you sound like y'all playing R&B, like it's R&B band. But believe it or not, we can play it, but we don't have enough of songs to, you know, I only pick those 3, 4, 5 songs, and it just sounds like we actually that band. But no, we actually play the Zydeco, and it's like I might just pull out a couple of other songs because we couldn't do a show. Now, if we would rehearse and build a song list, we could, but we don't do it that long. I love the girl with the blue jeans on. Yeah. Crazy thing is, that song actually bumped. I scratched a piece off of a song that I recorded with the guys that got that record deal. They had a song. It's called "I Like the Girl with the Blue Jeans On." That's how their song had gone. But I kind of just flipped it into that "I Like the Girl with the." And from touring, I met some people in Canada. The drummer was phenomenal, and he had came down to Lafayette, spending some time and stuff, and we got him in the studio, and we're like, let's do some Caribbean, some Miami, some whatever, you know, just that kind of stuff. And he just started it off, man, playing that calypso stuff, and it was just like, wow. And then, like I said, it's my job. Once I hear all those songs, now I got to turn them into Zydeco, you know? So it's like, is this big calypso thing happening? Then, all right, now, bow. Now it's all of a sudden Zydeco. But I like the girl with the blue jeans on. That's one of my favorite songs. If I can, that's what I close the show in, because it got so much energy. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing by the time the song is over. That's like my favorite song. Live song that I do that has that energy. Anybody else got any questions? Yes, that song, that was my actual first CD, that Country Boy. And I released Country Boy and She's a Liar at the same time. And those two songs opened up the door for me, because at the time I was still playing drums with Gino Delafosse. I put out a CD, and I think I still played with Gino for a year, and all these songs were on the radio, and they were just blowing up, doing good, and everybody was like, people wanted to book me and like, Curly, you're doing good, when you gonna leave? But I guess I kind of stuck under him just to make sure that the coast would be clear, because we were playing every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and making good money. So it's like, some people like to just start a band just to say we starting a band, but I had already then established myself making money with him. So it's like, I don't want to stop making money to go maybe start this stuff from the bottom and then maybe not make it or whatever. But because it was almost just a little project we was doing. Not to say we're going to start, but we done it. We put it out there. People started liking it. And I waited until I had like maybe a year or so and people were still calling and I booked like almost a year down the road. I'm like, oh, I think it'll be safe for me to leave, And then once that happened, we just been running ever since. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Is there any other questions while we're here? I see we got some guitars in here, and I guess we're going to have some open mic in a little bit. My time is just about up. Is there anything else? I'm glad I could make it. They were wondering like, would you do it? I'm like, why not? I mean, I pass in front of here every day and on Sundays when we not cooking. We're like, hey, go to Chicory's, go grab us something to eat, So I'm always stopping through, and so I'm like, why wouldn't I, and everything. And I'm glad Mr. Olin and Miss Patrice called me, and everyone came out for this beautiful event, and keep on coming to our beautiful town of Grand Coteau and stuff, and participating with the Festival of Words. Yes. Yes. Curly was my great-grandfather. Curly Polane. Mr. Polane, yes. Cankton. He was old Cankton war. That's all my Cankton people right here. Yes, indeed. Is there any more questions before I turn it over to Mr. Olin? Oh. I can show them about my no hair. They can see that. I used to have hair, but like I said, age didn't hit me like it will catch all of you if you're fortunate enough. I have my better days, so I'm just enjoying life as much as I can and, just taking it day by day. I thank y'all all for coming out. Yes, keep it coming. Oh, my next show, thank you. Saturday, we'll be at Buck and Johnny's Saturday morning in Bro Bridge for that Zydeco breakfast. I think it starts at 8 or 8:30, something like that. 8:30? Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be up that early, but 10 o'clock is my time. If anybody know me personally, don't even try and call me till after 10 o'clock because I'm not answering. Yes. Ooh, it's not on my schedule as of yet. Yeah, I'll play the Rock and Bowl in Lafayette on a Thursday night for the Festival International, that Thursday night while they're out there. But we do like a lot of, this is how I kind of build my schedule. We kind of do like, book like festivals and kind of tour dates, and then while I'm like off and I'm back home, then I'll see, if we're home just schooling out, then I'm like, let's try and find something to do whenever we're home and stuff, just to keep my band busy. And hopefully the people that want to listen to the music come on out and listen to it. And we just thank y'all for the support. I think it's been about 13 years now since I had my band. 13, 14 years. It's a long time, huh? Longer? Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't know. Who's keeping up with it? Who's keeping up with all that? But I thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All my Zydecoers and all the people that's just coming in, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. From me and Mr. Ignatius McZill, we love you. Peace. And chicories.
Let's do about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for open mic. Let's hear it one more time for Curly Talyor, please.
And I do have those $5 CDs. They somewhere, but I'll go get them. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, we're going to get started with the open mic. Our first performer tonight is Robert Kendrick. And you're going to do a couple of songs for us?
Hey, Danny. Danny boy. What's going on? Let's get a sound on the guitar. Y'all can hear me out there? All right. My name is Robert Kendrick. I'm a songwriter. I write about stuff, people, love songs, fun songs, and culture. I live around this area, so there's always got something to write about. Does anybody know the barefoot lady? Esther. Does anybody know Esther? Then you know the barefoot lady. Yeah. I was trying to get Esther to come out here, but she's a busy lady. How many people know Esther? All right. I mean, I'm inspired by people, and I've watched Esther, and you know, it was just, I got to write a song about this. She says, my girlfriend here says she's like a butterfly. You know, if you've seen Esther, she's just lively like that. And so I've seen her around the little children. She teaches kids and everything. So that inspired this song here. It's called The Barefoot Lady. Hey, Danny, try to get me a little sound on the guitar, Danny. That's good. That's good. I was thinking about this barefoot lady, just like that this song came to me. I picked up my guitar and started playing. I started getting hooked on the melody. I seen her when she's surrounded by children. It looked like a touch of heaven on earth. I could see how much the children love her. I could tell that they value her worth. The barefoot lady makes me smile every time we meet. She may seem kind of crazy, but I bet she's got some wonder of her feet. One day I had to break up with a girlfriend. I knew it'd be hard being alone. She was jealous of the barefoot lady. She said the barefoot lady must turn you on. The barefoot lady makes me smile every time we meet. She may seem kind of crazy, but I bet she's got some wonder of her feet. The barefoot lady is a friend of mine. She can brighten your day like a ray of sunshine. She's just a little different from everyone else. She sure knows how to have some fun. Her little bare feet don't hurt no one. She just keeps on being her fun-loving self. She loves to play her music every day. Sometimes she takes a little time to pray. It's easy to see she's been blessed. Still, I know she's had to pay her dues. She even go to church without her shoes. She don't need any shoes on to be her best. The barefoot lady makes me smile every time we meet. She may seem kinda crazy, but I bet she's got some wonder rubber feet. Oh, you know it? I bet she's got some wonder rubber her feet. All right. I guess we got a little time. He said maybe do two. Yeah, so I'm influenced by people. I got a man in the audience. He's from Michigan, I believe. His name is Mark. And he's these kind of people that come here and he's like a Cajun, man. He's just good-hearted guy, best guy around, you know. And so people like Mark influence this next song I'm gonna do. It's called Cajun Wannabe. Hey, it's kind of true, right? It's like a Cajun, you know. I wasn't born in Acadiana, but I sure like living here. We got a lot of friendly people and good times throughout the year. You might see me at a crawfish boil, or maybe a boucherie. You might even say I'm a Cajun wannabe. They say I'm a Cajun wannabe. I just smile 'cause it's all good to me. When I'm having a good time, I might shout, hey! I even call myself a Cajun wannabe. I like the sound of a Cajun fiddle and a Cajun accordion. I play that music with my friends 'cause it's always so much fun. Here in Acadiana, we got so much to sing about. When they play that Cajun music, it make me want to dance and shout. They say I'm a Cajun wannabe. I just smile 'cause it's all good to me. When I'm having a good time, I might shout, hey! I even call myself a Cajun wannabe. I like to hear them funny jokes about Boudreaux and Thibodeau. I like to tune into some chank on cable on radio. People come to Acadiana, start living like we do. I think a lot of them people I wanna be a Cajun too. They say I'm a Cajun wannabe. I just smile 'cause it's all good to me. When I'm having a good time, I might shout, hey! I even call myself a Cajun wannabe. Yeah, I even call myself a Cajun wannabe. Let's see. They said I had 5 minutes, but I guess it's a little. We get just a few people here. Where's the boss man? Who's next? I got 5 minutes. Sometimes I tell my girlfriend we just got about 5 minutes. If y'all know what I mean. Y'all get it? You can get a lot done in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, actually. Seriously. But I had a guitar in here tonight, so they said sign up and sing something. This is not an original song. I've probably written 40 at least songs, but I don't have any of them ready to go. I haven't been doing them lately. But I heard this song It's a theme song to one of the either Saturday night or Sunday night folk songs on one of the radio stations, and I heard it by somebody, Carrie Newcomer, and it really took to the song. I kind of like it. I'll see if I can play it here. Looking out at the night beyond the driver's wheel, curving hips of snow in the winter fields. There's a house set way back with the lamplight glows like a star in the cold, filled with people I'll never know, who left a light in the window. What would I change if the choice was mine? I was doing the best I knew at the time, and every door that was open and door that closed, all the things that made me grow set me off down another road to look for a light in the window. Now the old has already passed away, but the new is too new to be born today. So I'm throwing out seeds on the winter snow as the cold wind begins to blow. Standing here on a new threshold, I see a light in the window. And the world is made of stone, and the world is made of glass, and the world is made of light, and it's moving very fast. We move from mystery to mystery, so I won't lie. I don't know what happens when people die, but I hope that I see you walking slow as the sunrise begins to glow. I drop my map with 1,000 folds. In the distance I see it glow. I see a light in the window. And the world is made of stone, and the world is made of glass, and the world is made of light. Can we keep it burning bright? Can we keep it burning bright? And yes, you look like you got some lyrics to sing. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here to Mike over here.
Okay, good evening. You didn't have to turn my home too much, huh?
Huh?
All right, I'm gonna sing a song in French. I think Becca's gonna understand. Or if you understand French, you're gonna be able to understand. It's called Mon Victor Hugo. It's about Victor Hugo Green, who wrote that book, the travel book for African American during segregation time. So I wrote a song, and John put the music. I don't know the words yet because I'm trying to memorize it, but it's still difficult for me to memorize it. Basically, it's telling a story from an African American lady who is traveling alone, and she has to go through the interstates. You know, the interstates opened in the late 60s, so when African Americans were able to drive, it was really great for them, and they started either for work or for tourists, but they couldn't stop at some places where they were not welcome. So they couldn't stop at restaurants or at some hotels, so they were relying on the Green Book. And the story about the song is saying that she forgot her Green Book, but she's already far away from her home. So she tries to keep courage, and she's talking to the book like if the author, which is Victor Hugo, is next to her. Il manque un temps à ma vie. Il me manque quoi? J'ai compris. Il me manque toi, mon Victor Hugo. Je suis partie loin d'ici. Je suis si seule, j'ai si peur. Tu n'es pas là, mon Victor Hugo. Où ils sont, tu vas les chercher. Où je dors, tu sauras bien trouver. Où ils se cachent, laisse-moi deviner. Dans leur cœur rien, non rien ne change. Je suis noire et ça dérange. Il manque un temps à ma vie. Il me manque quoi? J'ai compris. Il me manque toi, mon Victor Hugo. Je suis partie loin d'ici. Je suis si seule, j'ai si peur. Partout tu me suis, mon Victor Hugo. Où ils sont, tu vas les chercher. Où je dors, tu sauras bien trouver. Où ils sont, laisse-moi deviner. Tu sais mon ange, oh oui mon cœur, rien ne change dans leur cœur. Il manque toi dans ma vie. Il me manque quoi? J'ai compris. Il me manque toi, mon Victor Hugo. Mon Victor Hugo, mon Victor Hugo, mon Victor Hugo, mon Victor Hugo. Merci.
Hi. Next up, we have Kentra Adams. Is there a Kentra Adams here? Can we give her a minute? She gave up her spot. Oh, no. All right. After that, Nathan Sam. Isn't there Nathan Sam come to take the mic? Don't be shy. They must have snuck out. All right, if they come up late, we're gonna boo them off the stage. No, it's fine. All right. Well, then allow me to introduce Miss Carol Rice, please. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Miss Carol.
Hello, everyone. I am the Carol Rice, and I looked myself up on Google. I found out there's quite about 40 of them. So, but I'm the poet, and I had a great idea tonight. I got it from Curly. Tonight, I am selling my book for only $5. And I brought 5 of them, so I thought that would be nice. So let's see, where do I start? First of all, this is one of the earliest poems I ever wrote, and when I found it today, I thought, how childish. But tonight, I thought it might be just fun to hear it. So, and it rhymes. Not like my fancy poems, they never rhyme. So, start each day with a positive attitude. Spend each day in song. Tell yourself the good you are doing and bring a friend along. A positive attitude which says, I can, is a treasure of infinite power. Start each day with a will to do and repeat it upon the hour. If you let this attitude fill your day with a good and a yes and okay, with the actions to follow and a friend to encourage, you'll come to the end of the day. The sun will go down on a numinous sky. Your eyes will delight and your heart grow a size. Then a feeling of thank you will make you decide, tomorrow I'll grow more and I won't compromise. Thank you for sunshine and clouds on blue, and for wonderful creatures like me and like you. Oh, whoever has made this incredible world, I'm eternally glad you invited me too. So just start each day with a positive attitude that your world has a meaning and rhyme. Then fall to sleep with a murmur of gratitude. Leave the problems to God. That's his line. All right. So, well, here's a poem I wrote in an airport. And it says right here, open mic at the Sky Hotel in Aspen. I was on my way to Aspen. So anyway, this one is called Certain Numbers, because I noticed a lot of numbers were coming up. 105, 31, 93, only 3,600, even better, B85 in the IHA waiting room for a flight. To Aspen, 5:30, gate number 31. Flight 4966 is on time. Passing the TV on the way to the ladies' room, I hear that the Dow is down 105. And I wonder, what does that mean to my friend Emily in jail? Her father told me last night she is a hopeless addict, only 31. He and I both know that hopelessness begets addiction. Hopelessness begets death. And he asked me to, so I am praying for Emily, but I hear, walking toward B85, that in Syria, 90,000 humans have been killed so far in their civil war. Who prayed for them? I think of our own civil war with righteous sons fighting, perhaps also praying on each side, and 600,000 died. Before I boarded the plane, I heard that only 3 light years away from Earth is a star, and it has a planet something like Earth. I wonder what time we could get ready to go there. Goodness. Well, this one was influenced by something I was learning in college, which I forget by now. But anyway, I don't even remember what the mentalist was, but I think it might have been like some fancy, smart person. A mentalist at the telescope notices that the magic carpet we call the universe, like a living being, it is collapsing in an insanely accelerating pace and in an erratic pattern. He postulates a rogue entity of which no one has heretofore imagined or contacted. and it is now manipulating our galaxy, a being the size of 3 universes. He has hooked teeth like a moray eel into one corner of the rug we call the Milky Way. If that is broadcast, we could see humanity drop the soap opera emotions that guide our lives, and we could rush en masse to the South Seas, where the lagoons of that particularly sort of gentle aqua water could lull us in its wavelets to see ourselves with X-ray precision, and thus change our hearts to hold each other kindly while waiting for the catapult to nowhere. Oh, we do not need such drama for an answer. For this answer, there is always the common, ubiquitous worry about death. So this is from my book. Well, I'll read this thing from my book. This is why I called my series of poetry books is called Autobiography of a Plankton. And a plankton is a creature that drifts in the water and has no self-motivation. So like the krill that get in the whales, you know, they're just floating around. They don't come from anywhere or go anywhere. So anyway, plankton, animals and plants that drift with the water, moved by the currents and wind, unable to move by their own power. Surely every man on a sailboat knows that he is a plankton. Perhaps every man does know he is a plankton in the sea of life. And as background, I will tell you that I did spend 15,000 miles at 5 miles an hour on a sailboat. So it was a long trip and was so much fun. Okay, now what else? Page 11. I love this poem. I love most of my poems. And today I happened to be raking all the leaves out of the gutter so they could go in my compost heap. And it was a beautiful day to be doing that, you know, with the sun and the warmth. And of course, the gutter is so handy because it keeps them all in a straight line. I love a compost heap in the yard, not a plastic barrel. I love a round or odd-shaped heap of eggshells, twigs, a bit of extra dirt from planting a rose bush, banana peels, leftover foods, and coffee grounds tossed in too. I don't like a square box with wire to keep the stragglers out of sight. I want to have a hardy, shapeless hump of dying things that carry on the job of living. Messy? Yes. Unconstrained and unpredictable? Of course. I love its sometimes power, the heat of it steaming on frosty mornings, the growth it later fosters in the summer sun. Likewise, I love my own meandering life, and maybe other messy things like aging hair turned scraggly white, and toddlers' faces brown with dirt, and messy things like birth, and messy acts like procreation. Yes, is my time up? Thank goodness. Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant I don't have another poem to read that I had picked out ahead of time. Thank you all for being here. It's always a joy to be out here.
All right. Thank you to the Carol Rice, the only Carol Rice that matters. Up next, we have Miss Becca Begno. All right, thank you. Come on.
Well, I didn't know Curly had said about have some CDs in the car and I'll sell you one for $5 tonight. Because I think it's a good idea. So good that I'll do it again 3 times. See how quick good ideas happen. In 1995, I did a CD about healing because nobody really talks about that. And I kind of talk about what I think we are as a people. So that's what the CD is about. And the song that came to me at first to do that, 95 was a long time ago, but y'all can do the math. I never did anything with it because I don't know what to do with it. But the song that came to me, the reason I went to the studio when I didn't know what I was doing, and I don't know that we know more later, But we made it through so long without knowing what we were doing, we never have to really know. But the song that came to me was about my grandpa, and he was a traiteur. So, but the song came in French, so I'm going to sing it in French, and then I can kind of translate it after. And so this is how it goes. Au gros-pape, tu faisais ta vie avec le terre et tu regardais à le temps tous les jours. Mon cher vieux gros-pape, tu soignais tes animaux et tu parlais tous les soirs au bon Dieu à genoux. Astor on oublie nature, travailleur et notre bon Dieu. Priez pour nous, gros pape, avant que c'est tout perdu. Je me rappelle de tes habitants et ça t'a fait pour eux. Je connais ta fait un tas pour ton église aussi. C'est ta récolte et tes bêtes. Ton jardin, c'est le terre, mon vieux grand-père qui t'a donné ta vie. Et elle est là, toujours aujourd'hui. Master, on oublie nature, travailleur et notre bon Dieu. Priez pour nous, gros pas, avant que c'est tout perdu. That's it. So kind of like the verse is, today we forget nature, hard work, and God. Pray for us, Grandpa, before we lose it all. So he had a farm, and he prayed every night on his knees, and he had habitants, he had tenant farmers, but it was the earth that gave him his life, but they worked the earth. And we're not connected to that anymore, like, you know. And so the name of the CD is Le Cadeau, and thank you very much.
I want that one. Okay, before we leave, I just want to make a few announcements. Starting next month, April 24th, we're going to have another poetry reading and open mic. Two ladies are going to take over the series for us. And one of them is Nia Deku. And the other person is Jacqueline Lewis Langston. And they'll be doing performances next April on the 24th. And that way they'll introduce themselves to y'all. And, wait, I know I'm supposed to remember something else. Oh, Festival of Words. Yeah, there it is. Okay, good night, and thank you all for coming.
Oh, John Delafosse. Please don't you leave me, baby. When you leave me all alone, my baby, I get a broken heart. I get a broken heart.